What is up, everyone? Welcome to some Ark Survival Ascended, but not gameplay. We are looking at words and pictures today. So, as you guys know, Ark has done these community votes, and as we know, Genesis is coming up, and they've been doing these community voted creatures for so far all the ASA maps. Community votes for what they want the best, and what everyone mostly wants, we will get. So here we have the artwork. I think this is all of them. All these nice, amazing, colorful creatures. Actually, they are actually really colorful. Now one of them is really bland looking, except for the stick bug. But it makes sense because it's supposed to look like a tree. So as you know, like years past, it's the same kind of system. They show you all this information of the creatures. They how to vote and everything. This one looks really trippy. So let's get started. Now, I don't know any of these things except for the stick bug, and this is some kind of shark. I think all of these other ones are new to the actual votes. This one was in the Valguero. It might have been in an older one. I don't know if this was. I don't know if this was second or not. But I actually voted for the stick bug in the last one. So let's begin. Let's see what we got first. All right. So first we got is the Paleo Octopus, the Potion Brewing Land Octopus. So the Paleo Octopus. Now, I think the vote is all of these have to be an extinct, what is it? Ancient creature before it. And it can be fantasy or anything. I think I saw somewhere that someone submitted what was it, a giant flying killing gigantic sparrow, and actually got a couple of votes, but it was removed because it wasn't a real extinct creature, and obviously it was a meme vote. So yeah, that won't make it if you try to submit one of those. But here we have the Paleo Octopus. Okay, so this guy was in the Aberration vote. Okay, I remember there being an octopus in the Aberration vote. So this one, I think, is probably the same. I didn't cover the Aberration one because that was years ago. I think it was before I did Ark, probably. So the person who submitted this also, they submitted, and this one is Megatherium size. So it's a Megatherium size octopus. It's a nice DOS here, though. I gotta say, the artists who make these are like spot on. They look, you could literally put this in the game and you might think, when did they add this? So here we go. So it's a land octopus. Which is, they don't really have much cephalopods. There's the Tuso and the Ammonite. So here we have what it can do. So it can make a bunch of potions. Is that how it looks? It looks like a flower, but instead of stems and branches, it's got tentacles. It's got suction climbing, so it's supposed to be like a land octopus. Now, keep in mind, this is going to come out for Genesis. And Genesis, I didn't play it, but I know for sure it's a simulated map. So the biomes are just simulations with like no actual like overlap or anything. So vote for what you think would fit that simulated area. For now, obviously not one of these creatures is gonna fit every single biome. It's probably one, or maybe gonna fit one or two. Because if I'm not mistaken, there's a volcanic, the moon space one, the ocean one, which actually it's probably the nicest looking ocean in any of the maps, the bog swamp, and the snow one. So yeah, so they got climbing. So, but I think the wood stalker is probably gonna be more of this. They got camouflage, so I was right, it can turn into a plant with tentacles. It can grab, and it's the size of a Megatherium. That Megatherium looks, I think it's just 4 legs. That's probably why it looks weird. It has 11 potion options, 5 to benefit you, your allies, 5 are offense, and 1 special one. The ink from this is what makes the potions. Okay, the volcanic ink will make it takes 2 fire damage, and what was it? It can code itself to give its attack affix to rate to the biome stuff. So yeah, so it has ink for all the biomes. Okay, now I don't know if Walkart is gonna include everything. So don't vote for something just because it looks cool. They take some of the stuff like the Megaraptor with the torch or something, a pairing or whatever. Because I think in the vote it was something with claws, like his own item. I don't think they're gonna do that, but they might take some of the stuff. So it can make potions, jars. It let it produce ink passively, and it can change it to what biome you're in. Okay, so pretty good stuff. There's a bog brew. Make it so insect swarms will no longer target you. Volcano, heat resistance, fire attack, ocean, makes you swim speed and reduce oxygen. Okay, so it's kind of like the Lavras chowder but without flippers, and also Snow gives you cold and immediately being stunned. It's actually nice. You know, because Perlovias are they're a-holes. Space Brew allow you to jump higher and resistance to radiation. Okay, so then we got the Volatile Branch, a brew of continuous defaction. Throw opponent enemy drains their stamina. Okay, so we got like a bunch of debuff potions. Is that what it is? Do you throw them like the oil jars? I think you do probably. Yeah, it is probably just gonna be the oil jars, kind of throwing them. Yeah, the abyssal range throws them at enemies, blinds them. Okay. And we got the special, the Witch's Brew. It gives you a 5% buff to your crafting speed, XP gain movement speed. This is like a mini tribe tower then. I don't know if they're gonna add this. Yeah, just add on to whatever you think. They got a whole. They even got the built. They already the little extraction control menu on the right for wildcard. I don't even know if they're gonna add this. It looks cool. It looks like, I mean, it's a weird looking octopus. And is there really a such thing as a paleo octopus? There probably is. You know, because you know octopus and squid are weird. But you know what? I dig an octopus. I think there's probably should be more of these kind of animals in the game. Alright, next we got the Irritator. The Irritator from an early Cretaceous Piscivore. It looks like a Spino. It looks like a Spino or a Spino the size of a berry with kind of a weirder sail and weird head things. But it looks very. This looks like it's very colorful. Honestly, it looks like an aberrant kind of baryonyx. If it was like an aberrant one instead of just being, you know, glows. Is this a Spinosaur? It could be. I don't know. Well, the Irritator is environments with enough humidity, so it's probably gonna be in the bog. It's spotted in parts of the box. Oh, so they got like their own dossier with description and everything. So yeah, it would spawn in the volcano. Underwater cubes deep in the ocean, the lakes, and some lunar caves. Okay, so generally won't attack unless you get close. Much bigger threats. Guaranteed weakens to anyone hit. Okay, so once tamed, it can very acid ring is both excellent traveling and taming companion. Armed with its mucus, so got some snot. Even the sturdiest of foes when which comes torpor. So it can do torpor. That has a long tail. Is this a dinosaur? It doesn't look very like an extinct dinosaur, but it's probably because, you know, it's fan art, so read them with that. So its baryonyx is slightly shorter and weaker Brazilian cousin. Really? This thing looks like a little the size of a baryonyx. Is it smaller then? Interesting. Well, it is kind of small. It's a little bigger than a raptor. Okay. So it's it can do evolves from weakening opponents to torpor and other status effects with its mucus. So it throws snot at things. So this is a very snotty Spino. And everything else becomes more dangerous. You have to watch out though, because if you get hit by Irritator, the same mucus can be crafted in an anti-irritant that reduces the potency of status effects when applied to an ally be traveling mount. So yeah, so it can do debuffs to other things with its snot, and it's like a smaller, more I guess versatile traveling baryonyx, which is already pretty good at traveling and versatile for swimming and just on land and everything. Alright, do they have like a taming method in here that's pretty crazy or something? So even though mucus is handy when it comes to discouraging predators from attacking, it is stinky, so they probably why it's going to be very fond of the smell of rare. Okay, so you use rare flowers to pacify, and then so you come closer and feed it with the fish corpse. So it's the otter, but you use flowers to make it smell the roses. Okay, so it gets the hydrate buff, mucus, 360 rotation, so they got their own little controls as well. It looks cool though, and I am a fan of just Spinosaurs being added to the game in general. I don't know. I think Karuga's working on one, is he not? The Suchomimus? I don't know if it's coming to official or not, but I think he has one in the works at some point. So it is a traveling mount early, so it's supposed to be kind of early game-ish taming instead of a Spino. It gets the same hydrate buff as the Spino, making it almost as speedy as a Ceratosaurus as long as they're in water. You can form a tail slap to push them away, so it can do the berry thing, but instead of stunning, you smack them away. You'll probably prefer using it for travel, so else can do it to make. So okay, so this thing's supposed to be early game before you get it, because it emits a Bloodsucker. Because I think the Bloodsucker is probably like one of the handy things to travel until maybe Gen 2 when the what do you call the Maywing? But I guess the Maywing is already in the game already. So yeah, it's a pretty nice thing. So you can use rare flowers. It does the bunch of new debuffs. I don't know if they're gonna include this. There's the saddle, 360, so it can rise up like that. It comes with the rotating saddle. I don't know if they're gonna include that. That seems a little far-fetched. And then again, ASA has included a bunch of far-fetched things so far. So let's see. Is designing a new way of playing? Okay, so yeah, if you want this, vote for this. I'll show you guys how to vote in a little bit once I get through all of them. But it's a cool Spinosaur. So if you want Spinosaurs, if you want for this, but also think about if it actually fits into the map. I mean, this looks like it fits into the bog biome. Like, I mean, they gave it spawn zones: volcano, lunar one, and then what is it? The volcanic, and then the ocean biome. So 4 of the 5 biomes. All right, next we have the Abyssosaurus. Now this looks like an old wise version of the Plesiosaurus, so it's very nice looking. It's got whiskers things or whatever. It's got like a beard. It honestly looks like if the woolly Bracky grew flippers and learned to swim. You know, the Garuga mod from the ASC. So it is real. It was real. It's got. Is that actually for like some kind of weird jelly looking anemone things from the ocean or something? So here we is. I think it's a plesiosaur, right? This is a planktivore diet, so there's no plankton in Ark. So it's an SOS pattern. Okay, that's just, I'm not gonna read the thoughts. It's bioluminescent, so it will glow along the body and the eyes. Like the anglerfish is coloring to be recharged. So you throw a sea flashbang to stun it. This gives you time to beat some plankton and run before it gets unstunned and chases you down. There's no plankton, so I think this is probably gonna include something new, right? Probably gonna include plankton. Is there plankton in Gen 1? I don't know. Probably not. So it also comes with the its own item to tame it, because you can see it said flashbang. There's no flash grenades in Ark, other than the Z ones from Ab to tame the Yeeling and whatever, the seeds, the fruit, whatever. So it's gonna come with its own thing that unlocked to level 38. So once again, take that with a pinch of salt. Wildcard is not gonna include probably some unique items that they have in the submission. They try to probably include why we voted, like the Shasta. We voted because it was going to be a freaking living submarine, and they couldn't do it, so they kind of just put the saddle on top and or on the bottom and made it look weird. So it comes with it can jar a plankton, another item it brings. It's a makeshift scuba tank. Unlike Kim Jameson before having to say 2 water skins, 60. So it even comes with this brings 3 items into the game. Its own, I guess, a primitive scuba tank instead of the fabricated one. So the size is a little bigger than a Plessy, but smaller than a Moza. Honestly, the Plessy probably... I don't know if we need another one of these other than just maybe a TLC of the original one, because this thing is hideous. And it sucks. So it can do weight reduction. It can do light. I guess it can hypnotize things. Has dense skin, salt damage, so it does 50% damage reduction just passively. It has deep sea power, so the deeper you are, the more you do. And its shark and surfactant proof, so if you're on the center or the Ragnarok dealing with a bunch of sharks or surfactant, the creature for you. But they even got their own control menu. It's very detailed. So that they wrote like damn near a paragraph for each one. I'm just gonna. Okay, so it comes also with the submarine saddle. So once again, based off of what we learned before, Walker probably is not going to be able to implement this. They couldn't with the Shasta. Maybe since this is smaller, they'll be able to, but I doubt it. So yeah, if you wanna, now I'm probably sure this is probably going to be just limited to the ocean biome. So if you want Gen to be the ocean focused map, which it kind of is because there's a boss in the ocean, so for once taming Moses, them breeding them is actually useful, because maybe for PvP or something like that. But yeah, so if you want more ocean, because you know we're gonna need an ocean boss in Gen 1, vote for this creature right here, the Abyssosaurus. All right, let's holy shit into the next creature. We got the biblically accurate angel. Okay, they tried to do a little pun. It kind of messed me up for a second. So, wait, what? Is this a real thing? Is that actually the name, or is it the crinoid? Is this actually real? What the heck is this? What is that? Holy shit! It is real. It's these things. These things that look like weird, kind of plants, but it's they're like starfish, but their arms are all planty and they look like walking coral, like living coral. So here we go. So this, it looks like it's gonna be pretty big. Honestly, it makes you look like you have a symbiote on your back or something. So, oh god, they make it. What is that? Some kind of freaking. They're gonna make it do some kind of Kamehameha or some kind of anime energy blast or something. What is this? Like from the picture, it looks like it's gonna give freaking hot and cold resistance. Make you get ambergris. Okay, so for your Magnosaurus. And is it gonna give you a tech gun? It looks cool though. It definitely looks like something that would live in the bottom of the ocean. So this is the crying noise. So it'll give you these. So it'll be in. Never mind, it won't even be in the ocean. It looks like it's gonna be in the lunar biome, and it's gonna be floating. It's gonna have some kind of quantum levitation. So it's gonna be some kind of tech suit then. Probably that's how they're making this look like. All right, next we got. I've actually seen this creature in like being posted before the creature vote, just to be submitted into this. So it looks like it made it through. We have the Atopondentus, the Atopondentus. Honestly, I feel like these pronunciations kind of mess me up. The Atopondentus. The Atopodentatus. I don't know. The Atopondentus, that's what I'm gonna call it. So we have, it's another ocean creature. It looks cool. It's got like a weird iguanodon looking face with like, I don't know. It looks, honestly, it's like a mythical sea monster or something. So 2014, so it's actually pretty new. So early to mid-Triassic, shared waves with the Ichthyosaston, the coelacanth, and the ammonite. Notosaurus, okay. They should just bring more of that creature to the game. So here, it looks like it's going to be smaller than a megalodon from the pictures here. So what is this going to do? What is this going to do? So it can do a tail whip. It can hit knockback enemies, so get ready to surfactants for you. It'll stun them. It can do a hammerhead charge that'll do the stun. It can do a burst strafe. The small percentage stand to perform sideways dodges. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. Ocean creatures not really that nimble usually. Contend with megs, so it'll get rid of all the tail whip is to get rid of all the annoying ocean creatures. So biome sanctuary special ability, so lingering splash grenade for bigger AoE consume percent of you per use. So it can do a splash grenade. Land. It does have the hydrate buff. What the hell is all this? Is this all the debuffs it can do? Is this just the debuff to Saurus? What is this? Oh, it can do the day down thing for healing. You know, that could be kind of useful. Since there's a underwater boss on Gen 1, that can actually be pretty useful. I don't know if they're going to include all of this. Is this what it can do? All of these debuffs? The bleed, the burning thing. I don't know. I forgot what this one does. The freaking frozen. I forgot. That's probably the stun. The leech. I forgot this one. The poisoned. Cryo sickness. It has rapid regen. So the RG thing. That's kind of insane. It is not. It looks like it's not that big. Probably the size of a surfactant is. Maybe it's smaller, like dolphin size. Maybe, I don't know. Is this how it looks on land? It looks like a huge salamander. So it has the tech variant. I doubt they're gonna add a tech variant, so cross that off the list for sure. So I guess if you want this, it looks like it's gonna be an ocean creature. So let's see, the taming method. What do they have for the taming? To tame it, place any of its taming foods in the taming slot, so it's a passive feed, and then feed them. Perform a sniff to indicate you have the correct type of food. Once fed, it will sleep until hungry. During this time, players must prevent disruption. So I'm assuming when you feed it, it'll sleep, and then creatures will probably come out and attack you. You have to defend it, I'm assuming. And when they wake up, they will crave a certain flavor of food. Then excessive gains a large amount of taming things and rinse and repeat. So you feed it, it goes to sleep, it wakes up, it wants a craving of a certain type of food. And I'm guessing this is supposed to let you know bitter, stem or the cactus, savory, potato corn, salty, kibble, algae, sweet is the veggie cakes and berries, or sour is biotoxin and the lemons. So I guess that's what it's gonna do to taming. So it doesn't sound that bad. Honestly, just getting all of these is probably gonna be a pain. So this is a saddle. Pretty cool sound as a tech saddle. I don't think they're going to add a tech saddle. So it can be used as a mortar pestle, 2-player mount. You can use weapons like crossbows and picks. It's almost a smithy saddle, so and it can do it all. It can do it all. It can be your smithy, your base, everything. This is what all it can do, man. I'm joking. I'm not gonna read through all this, but it looks like this is a creature that can do a lot of things. So it can even climb. So it can climb. It can run out of water. It can be like the crocodile. I guess the Dinosuchus free, whatever. What is it? The one movement when it's on the surface that it can do that thing. So this is an ocean creature that's very versatile, I would say. So if you want this, because once again, you should probably vote for something that you think cool, and if it's Gen 1, don't just vote for... I don't think there's any big carnivores here, but still. But yeah, so if you want this, the Atopodentis, vote for that. Alright, next we got the Romaliosaurus aestosalas, the tidal torpedo. What is this? Is this some kind of... What is the heck kind of shape is this? It starts off as a reptile, and then it ends off kind of like a shark, and then it just ends off like, what the heck happened to the rest of the body? What happened? Did evolution just say, screw it, that's how you look? We don't have enough parts for you. So it looks like this thing is going to make torpedoes, or it's going to be super fast in the water. I mean, it's got like oxygen tanks, so it looks like it's going to be an oxygen saddle, just like the turtle. And it looks like you can create temporary vortexes, and these tanks are so you refill the tank by going to the surface. All right, so taming. Fortunately for these beasts are really simple to tame. Just follow the center instruction. So this is the taming method. You gotta approach it. Okay, step 1. Will not naturally attack you, so it's kind of a neutral-ish. So it'll swim up to you. Make sure you prime meat at the ready, so you'll feed it the next. So prime meat only, or some kind of just like the good like mutton or something. So you feed it, and it will feed it a chunk of meat for you to. So you get on its back, and then you probably want to grab on. So it's gonna be like the what do you call it? The helicopter, where you feed it and then you ride on it. And then I guess that's how you start the taming method. It'll try to buck you off. It'll swim into whirlpools and shoot themselves around. Whenever you do not let go. Feed it once. Okay, so it's kind of like the it's kind of like the Helicoprion and the Equus, where you ride on it, you have to feed it probably to calm it down, and then you tame it, rinse and repeat. Here's its attacks. Yeah, some cool little animations. The fact that they're like drawn kind of sketches and everything. So it's got primary attack. Its primary attack in the whirlpool. I guess it spins. There's a secondary attack, a little bubble wall or something. I don't know. That's what they call it. Secondary attack. You can hold it. You can do a little vortex. I don't know if they're gonna do this vortex. It seems cool, all of this. Honestly, it's not that hard of a tame either. It probably is a little too similar to the Helicoprion. They might change it up. Walker doesn't like to have the same special taming method for the same creatures. I mean special, because there's like half of the game is just knockout / passive. So yeah, so if you want the Romaliosaurus, vote for this. Once again, I'll let you guys know how to vote for these things. Alright, let's jaws it up into the next one. We got the Saberduus, the Man Eater. Not the game. It's a shark, though. Damn, it's a pretty cool shark. It's got, like, what is that, a stinger or spire sticking out the fin? Blood coming out the gills. A very kind of wide, broad mouth. Kind of like whale shark spots on him or something. Art by Chawiz. Okay. It's a Saberduus. I don't know. Is that how you say it? They don't have a pronunciation thing to help you, so... It's just the Saberduus shark. And it's a shark, okay? We only have one in the game. It's the Megalodon. I don't know if the Helicoprion is a shark. It looks like a shark. I don't know. It might be just another one of those things where it looks, but then looks can be deceiving. And what can this thing do? So, it has a standard bite. I don't know how you tame this thing. So left click is standard bite, right click is a lunging grab, so thrash, kind of like how sharks do. They grab and then they'll freaking shake like a dog a little bit, and they'll probably leave, come back again, maybe kind of headbutt you or just hit you, kind of like a torpedo or something. So it's gill empowerment. So gill empowerment applies a 10% damage increase to nearby allies and fish swarm. So So I guess it can buff your wild creatures around you and everything else. So it's activated upon successful thrashing attack. So I guess when the blood goes through the gills, it activates this buff or something. Ooh, that's actually handy. Most ocean predators ignore the shark, which is handy because the megalodons are annoying. A passive Spina Dormant, passive Chum, similar to Carcharodon to Sora's blood stacks. What? Oh, the Carch. I was thinking something else. Gained by either killing enemies, so it can do the thing just like the Carch. You know, where it stacks. Like when you get to 100 in the killing mode. We can do the fish swarm. What is this? Oh, isn't this already in the game already? Or is this, I think this is what... Isn't this the fish that with the Megalodon, the Damon or something? I haven't played Genesis, so I don't know. Or are they including this in the game? Damn, those are some gnarly fins. Spikes? Look at that. A porcupine shark. So this thing, damn, there's a lot of stuff. So it can send the school of fish at other stuff. Is that what it's telling me? What is this? The dolphin dude and another one. So you can send the swarm like a turret. Like, so you can. This thing is pretty much a mothership to this little fish swarm. It's kind of cool. I don't know if they're gonna do this. That's kind of cool. The fact that you can just send your own minions. You know, you might get tired of fighting bosses and their minions. Now you can have your own with the shark and the little mini fish. You can do a bait ball. I've heard of this before in real life, where a bunch of isn't dolphins do this with fish? They make them all swim and then they just pick them off one by one. It's pretty much they make their own buffet. So I guess you can do this with a school of fish. You trap anything inside it. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do this. They might, depending on what ideas you think are cool. Vote for this. Honestly, a lot of these are creative. I don't know how they came up with this. I don't even know what's the timing method for this thing. I don't think it's mentioned, right? Cool picture. I like the patterns on it. I don't think they mentioned. Did they mention a taming method for this? But yeah, it's pretty cool. You can use it as a turret for the school of fish. So this thing looks like it's probably gonna come with kind of 1.5 creatures. I don't know if this is gonna be. Maybe this is gonna be like the queen, and like the regular worker bees, where these are not really tameable, just the queen, and you have your own minions, and you control instead of it just being wild or something like that. That's what it feels like, but it's a shark instead of a queen bee. But pretty cool, pretty cool. Once again, this Savadus, I don't know, the weird spiky shark. All right, next we got that weird creature that I mentioned in the beginning of this, in the intro, that we got Tolemon Strum, the lunar magnetic scout. So this looks like a snail mixed with the lamprey mixed with the weird claw. So this neutral creature levitating via magnetism, so it's gonna be in the lunar biome. It looks like it belongs. But then again, the space wheels are there, so whatever goes. I mean, Gen 1 is probably the most sci-fi it's been so far. You know, with simulations and everything. So it's a bizarre creature. Is it gonna be a taming method for this? It's got a bite and it's got a magnetic lunge. So you're gonna use this on the whales. They got the whales. They can grab. That looks terrifying. Honestly, these things are which, by the way, this is a lunar biome. These things are not nice to look at. Just looking at them, I would not want to. I don't want to have one of these. Look at this. So it can harvest metal. Pretty handy. So it can harvest metal. It can you use it as an escape plan? Is that what it is? What is this? Can it jump? What is that? Or is it always lunge at you if you're below 20? They'll grab you and try to take you off danger. I won't put you with mine. This can be turning off AI attacks. Oh, so they'll lunge at you if you're below 20% health, and they'll grab you and take you away. So they'll be like your guardian angels, pretty much. Wait, is that like its own ability without? This can be disabled by turning off AI. Oh, so if you have AI attacks enabled, this will do this regardless. Maybe even without it being on passive or neutral, whatever. It's a weather detector like the Jerboa, but for here. I think there's probably rain showers are here. I think all of them. I think every biome has a weather effect or some kind. I guess rain, asteroids, whatever on the lunar. I think the snow biome has avalanches. I'm pretty sure the volcano. Obviously, the volcano erupts. The ocean, I'm guessing probably whirlpools. And then I don't know about the bog. Like I said, I haven't played Gen 1, so you can do that, and also can scan for survivors, so the same way Helena would. Okay, I guess you can use this for like Helena without actually having them around. So you can gather metal like an Anki. But to tame one, you must throw some ambergris at the ground and wait for it to wander and eat it. And then once it eats it, you ride it. It will levitate around and do different actions to knock you off. You can start flying and knock off. You must mash a single button. It can grab you with its trunk. To prevent this, you must feed it ambergris. Oh, you must press the spirit at the same time the way Mammoth Drum works. So it's like a little mini, it's like mini quick time event game for taming this thing once you feed in right on it. Alright, so a creature we met before, the stick bug. This is the one I voted for first, the last vote. I don't even know if I'm going to vote this time. I'm probably just going to look at him. So I don't know if the person has changed it. It looks like they haven't, just climbs. It can probably be a camouflage tree like here, which, well, yeah, there's actually a lot of destroyed empty trees and would have been handy there. And it looks like it's a little bigger than the player. I mean, it's a bug, so it's probably going to be not like overall massive, just very huge overall. And it's just how it looks probably. So taming, you must throw honey, and then it will come closer to eat it. Run the other way and distance yourself can eat the honey. If you do not, it will close on itself and put it into a tree. So if you stay while it eats the honey, once you throw, it'll be scared and run away like the Dodic, but become a tree. So you repeat this until the honey fills up. It will be blocked. At this point, the stick bug will be blocked by the honey and will not be able to close in. Oh, so you feed it to where it gets stuck by honey, where it's too sticky. Then you approach it, feed it sap or veggie cake, and then I guess that's how you tame it. You feed it, and then before it finishes eating all the honey, then I guess that's how you do it. You just feed it veggie cakes while it's stuck in the honey. And I guess it's a catapult bee. Oh, I guess you can use it to gather hives. I guess you can collect hives from escape from the care of the mines. This way you will not only be able to transport honey, but should the stick would be attacked, the bees will rush in to fin it. So it can make a bee shield. That's what it can do. But whatever creature you want the most, once again, you put it first, whatever release 10, and whatever else you don't really you're not really fine with, or you don't really like, but you like, but not the most. You just organize it 1 through 10. So go vote if you want to. If not, just wait for whatever vote. Honestly, I don't even know what creature is probably gonna win. My money, honestly, probably is either gonna be the Irritator, because for some reason the votes a lot. The theropods always win. I think probably the Irritator, or maybe one of the ocean creatures is probably gonna win. One of the ocean only creatures, not like the ones that are going land. I don't know if the Crynode is gonna. Although maybe people might want it just because it's probably like a tech suit or the tech backpack. But hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next video. And let me know if you're excited for Genesis Part 1 and 2, which I think we're probably gonna get a DLC kind of Bob Style Tales for this. It's a shame, but oh well. That's what is. Ark needs money. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Have a good one. Peace.